Hey, it's me, Lindy-Ann, and I want to encourage you today. I just had that Lifehouse skit. I don't know if you remember that. We used to do it as a theater drama piece when we went on mission trips. And I remember the first time I watched it was on YouTube, and there was this man playing the role of Jesus in this white robe with a purple sash and a young girl, and Jesus walks around. And he's making, it's like the beginning of time, and he's making this thing, and a butterfly comes out, and then he's showing her something here, and she's like, wow, wow. And it all starts with him breathing life into her, and she comes alive. But then things start happening, right? There's this guy with a rose, and she starts looking at him, and suddenly all these temptations come represented by different people, and Jesus starts getting sidelined. And this rose, then there's someone with money, then there's someone with booze, then there's like a model, and she starts throwing up, and it's all acted. And but what's so moving is not just like how sin separates us from God, but it's in the skit how Jesus would pull, and he's like, and they have those sticks like, and he's pulling, and it's like he's trying to pull her closer. Wow. Just feel the presence of God on that. And he's pulling her in, and she doesn't even see him. She's just overwhelmed by all these things that are around her. And the last person has actually got this knife, and they do these moves, and it's all on that song. You're all I want, you're all I need, my everything, everything. Oh, and at some point she falls on her knees, and as she obviously is crying out to God, Jesus has permission to step in, and as all these demonic figures are hanging over her, he jumps in, he puts his hands out like a cross, and they're crushing him, and at some point he just throws them all off, and then people go flying. And I actually used to play the role of the girl, and then I trained our whole missions department and taking a team all over the world, as I was part of a church in South Africa that did a lot of mission trips. And it's just one of those super powerful skits, and I just wanted to share with you today. I wanted to encourage you, and I want to tell you, no matter how many temptations you feel like there is between you and God, when we call on Jesus, we're saved. When we just flatline on our knees again and before the Lord, and just like, you're all I want, you're what I need, you're all I want, help me, Jesus, I'm caught in this sin, I'm caught in this. Guess what? He steps in the gap, and he helps us get freedom. His arms are always open wide. I want to encourage you today, and maybe it's you, maybe it's a loved one, maybe it's a friend. Please forward them this message, tag them, send them the link, have them sign up so that they can be engaged in encouragement. The enemy is trying everything, as we are in the last days, to get people to be discouraged and separate from God. But I want to tell you now that Jesus is pulling, and he keeps knocking. And Father, right now, if there's someone who's listening to the sound of my voice, and they know that they're like that girl, they've walked away from God, they've allowed sin to come in, and maybe God's still here in the corner, but they know that they're not walking with him. You've chosen something else. I just release a grace right now, the beautiful conviction of the love of God for you, that causes us to repent, to just have a revelation of his goodness and say, I don't want this. This is compromise. I want God's best for my life. And to turn back to him, turn back to Jesus, and just say, you're all I want, you're all I need, you're everything. Give him your life, give him your worship today. I bless you with that in the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach. From me, Lindy-Ann. God bless you.